Hey there, Pac-12 football guy, an unexpected episode. I was packing up for the winter, looking for a new name, working on my buff puzzle, although I haven't opened it. But listen to that line, great Pink Floyd song. Go get a good job with more pay and you're okay. Well, that's college football, friends. And it seems like, it seems like a month ago. Let's recap this week. Championship was Monday night. Congrats to Michigan. They were the better team. I thought UW would win by 10, 14, score 30. I thought Penix would eat them up. They didn't. He looked awful, but give the Wolverines credit. They were the better team. And then Wednesday, the devil himself, Nick Saban, hangs it up. 17 years at Bama. Wow. So let's look from like literally Monday at noon to Friday at noon. Let's see who had a good week, who had a bad week. So the first one who had a good week is Jimmy Sexton. You don't know Jimmy Sexton? He's a super agent with CAA. CAA is a huge talent agency based in LA. Now they've got sports people. He pretty much represents all the top coaches throughout the NCAA. He's got, I think, 11 or 12 coaches just in the SEC. So here's what happened with Jimmy. Saban, his client, retires. Sark is interested. So Sark, he negotiates an extension and a raise. Mike Norvell, Florida State, also Jimmy's client. He negotiates a huge extension, a huge raise. I think it's 8 years, $10 million. Dan Lanning, Coach Dan, also a client. He got a raise. I don't know if there's extension, and it's been unclear, but Lanning got something to stay, although he was going to stay either way because he's a good dude. And then guess, Kalen DeBoer, guess what? He's Jimmy Sexton's client, and he gets the biggest job in the country and probably doubles his salary. So Jimmy, he gets 3% of all these deals. So 3% on Sark, Norvell, Lanning, DeBoer, insane. Who else had a good week? The Oregon Ducks and Dan Lanning. Duck fans, my son specifically, Monday night, he's freaking out. Could the Huskies actually win? That would be horrible for Ducks, but they got smoked. 2 days later, Lanning is everyone, all the Ducks, oh, he's gonna go. He stayed. He said he was gonna stay, he stayed. He put together a killer little Twitter thing that Nike probably produced, but he says, I'm staying put. So the Ducks are like, we dodged a bullet, our rival lost. And then today, Kalen leaves UW. Huskies are now dumpster fire. Will Rogers, their quarterback, just left for the portal. They're going to lose a bunch of assistant coaches, maybe including Grubb, the offensive coordinator. That's a really good week if you're a Duck fan. So who had a bad week? The University of Washington. You wake up Monday, chance at winning a natty. You got a great coach. Everything's good. You lose badly, even though it was a good game. They got smoked. They watch all Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, Ducks are going to lose their coach. Lanning's going to Alabama. They stay. And then they find out today it's actually their coach. Again, just devastating. Who knows what they're going to do. Meanwhile, Pete Carroll had a bad week. He thought he had more gas in the tank at age 72, but Paul's sister didn't. So Pete's out. He's now an advisor. And what do you think? I've had a few people ask today, what about Pete Carroll to the Huskies? I think he's a dinosaur. I think he's too old, but how classic would that be if he just moves down and goes to Lake Washington? So the takeaways, I think it's so ironic that the big bad SEC, God's gift to everyone, was targeting two coaches from the poor old Pac-12. And how classic that Dan Lanning and Oregon said, no, Alabama, I like where I am. I mean, Jesus, that is the coolest thing for the Pac-12. I know the Pac-12's gone. Ducks got to be thrilled. They said no to Alabama. And they wonder why Saban retired, because he controlled all the best players for 15 years. Now with the portal, NIL, anyone can buy players, people move around. It's a level field. And it's a level field, let's face it, for 12, 15, maybe 20 programs. The rest have no chance any further. It's all about money. But there's more dominoes to fall. If I'm UW, you're going to get a coach. Who knows if it's internal? I think they're going to talk to Jed Fish. So let's say they get Jed Fish, a great coach from Arizona. Then Arizona's looking for a coach. It's just a complete merry-go-round. It's musical chairs. And this is sadly what college football is today. It's money, money, money. And the best players are getting paid, which they should be, but most players aren't getting paid. They're not probably getting an education, and they're just going through the grinder. And then look at the pros. How about Belichick leaving, and he was fired. Mutual party. He was fired. but Saban and Belichick. I think Satan has a few openings on his football team up in hell because he's got two of the just the most unpleasant coaches in interviews, rude, etc. But they're damn good coaches. So crazy week in college football, crazy week in the pros. A happy New Year, and let's enjoy some NFL football this weekend. Cheers.